Hey there, Samitian here, and welcome back to Marvel Legendary. Last time we defeated Charles Xavier, and I am dumb. Hidden witnesses go on heroes and not villains. So, yeah, I screwed that up completely. I would make a joke that I can't read, but I did read it out loud many times during the course of the fight. And, yeah, I don't know what went wrong. I just can't think early in the morning. I need to start recording these, like, late afternoon or something, apparently. I don't think it would have changed the outcome just because of how incredibly insane the left side got that game, but it was a mistake, and it's a rather large one. Today we're facing Vulture. He has Striker, which means he gets +1 attack for each Master Strike that's been played. He always leads the Vulture tech. And Master Strike, put a wound from the wound stack below each HQ space as a winged assault. Whenever a player gains or KOs a hero from the HQ, the player on their right gains one of the wounds below that HQ space. So when you recruit some heroes, you get some wounds. Kind of annoying. And the scheme is to smash two dimensions together. Just smash them together, okay? Set up 8 twists, add an extra villain group, put the villain deck on the bank space. Special rules, the sewers and bank do not exist, so the city is only 3 spaces. There is a parallel dimension with 3 city spaces above the main city. Whenever a villain enters the city, the current player chooses which city it enters. Twist 1 through 7, play 2 cards from the villain deck. Twist 8, all villains from both dimensions escape. Evil wins when 10 villains escape. This is an interesting evil wins condition, because usually villains escaping, usually those win conditions are based on the number of players, instead of just a flat number. So that's kind of interesting. We're also facing the Infinity Stones and the Thor Core, and we're playing as Uatu the Watcher, Iron Man, Loki, Wiccan, and Hulkbuster Iron Man. We got 2 Iron Mans. How can we lose? Let's click this button and see. Oh, and we're also facing Timelines of Kang. The villain deck gets moved over here. I don't believe it got shuffled, so I'm just going to do that a little bit, do that a little bit. Spawn some playmats. And let's see how this goes. Got a Thor core. So I get to choose which city space, or which city that it enters. It either enters this city or this city. Alright. 5-3 split on the right, and a 4-4 split on the left. So how do I want to do this? I want this on the right side, just because the 3 attack card's pretty decent. I could take a lot of ranged stuff. I don't like this card. Some what-if stuff in here. But I don't have a way to set up the what-if yet. I need the Uatu card that puts a card on top of your deck. I'm going to be able to get a lot of ranged just from killing the Thor core. And on the other side of that, I'm going to be able to get a lot of recruit just by killing a lot of Thor core. So I don't really need recruit cards. So I don't want to take the Loki cards, but on the other hand, I'll be more easy. It'll be pretty easy for me to trigger ranged triggers. I just don't know how many ranged triggers are in here. I think Iron Man has some ranged cards, like normal vanilla Iron Man. I think he's tech ranged. Or is he pure tech? I think there's a ranged card in there. I'm gonna take Break the Oath to start. Just take a 2 attack card that will sometimes be a 4 attack card. And see what comes. Yeah, there's some range in there. Okay. So I can take a lot of range stuff. This is not an incredibly impressive card. Like a 3 attack card is just whatever, but okay, Master Strike. So we get some wounds under these. Move these over here. Get them out of the way. So now whenever a card is recruited or KO'd from one of these spaces, the player on my right gains the wound, which sucks. Because I'm probably going to be recruiting a lot of these things. Can't just not recruit cards. So yeah, this means this side gets this, and I buy Arc Reactor. Wiccan works pretty well with Uatu. Because he also has stuff that's like, look at the top card of your deck. Might be able to do like a Wiccan Uatu thing on the left-hand side. Alright, twist number 1 is play 2 cards from the villain deck. Twist number 2 is play 2 cards from the villain deck. That one's going to go there. Twist number 3 is play 2 cards from the villain deck. I'm going to put this one here. Ambush, if the bridge is empty, move a villain to the bridge. Okay, so he has Bridge Conqueror 3. I'm going to assume that this just works, because there is something in a bridge. Alright, twist number 4. Play 2 cards from the villain deck. Go there. Go there. And you go here. Alright. That's a, the cities are now kind of full. Okay, do I want to go for a range thing or do I want to go for a what if thing? Or both. I could go for both. I could take the Uatu card on the right and not the left. Nothing really speaks to me right now. I think I kind of want to take as much attack on this side as I can, just so I can clear the city a little better. Which means that this side's going to get this, and I'm going to buy this for 3. Ambush. Nebula captures a hero from the officer deck or HQ that costs 4 or less. Fight either KO that hero or choose a player to gain it. Okay. Gonna put you in there. That's a good card. I'm gonna need a lot more of these for that. What did I take? I took a tech card, right? Yeah, I took this. I think I'm leaning away from the tech and leaning into the covert. Okay, 3 attack. Going to fight one of the Thor Core. Who has a bad escape effect? You have a bad escape effect. Yeah, so I should fight this one. Or it doesn't really matter. Okay, I'm gonna fight you. Fight, gain this as a hero. Not a big fan of gaining it as a hero, but it has to be done. And I think I'm going to start taking as much covert stuff as I can. Which means that this side gets this. Outwit is very easy to trigger. But I don't have a really good way to do that right now. Ambush, play another card from the villain deck. Endgame +4 attack. The endgame is when there are 12 cards left. Pretty sure it's 12. I think it's 6 per player. Endgame. 8 cards per player. Okay, so it's 16 or less in the villain deck. Ambush, play another card from the villain deck. Okay. I'm gonna take this. It's a covert card, which I wanted on the other side, but I will live with it being on this side instead. I'm trying to do a what if thing on this side. I don't know if it's going to end up working. Alright. More wounds come out. But I should have been KOing stuff from these two things escaping. Did I forget to do that? I'm pretty sure I did. Yeah, there's nothing in the KO pile. Before I send these out, I'm going to KO this, which means that some side gets this card, but I don't remember. I don't really care what. And then I'm going to KO this. Father of Lies. Yeah, I need attack cards, so take Father of Lies. Phasing is very good with triggers, superheroes, superpowers. Okay, something has escaped, so I need to KO something from the HQ. I'm going to KO... It's kind of like a 4 attack card. 4 attack, discard a card, sort of. I don't know if I'm going to get enough tech for this to be good. Okay. I'm going to KO this one. Okay, I don't have anything to what if, but I am allowed to discard the card, so I'm going to say what if ranged. Wow, it wasn't. I can discard it, right? Yeah, I put it back on top or discard it. Okay, so then this is a 3 attack card. Okay, I have 7 attack. Wow. Can I kill 2 things this turn? You have Striker, so you're at 4, so no. So I can KO 1 for... I can KO... or I can fight 1 thing. I can take another turn. Taking another turn sounds good. What are the last 2 cards in my deck? 1, 2. I think it's 2. I have so many wounds. Oh boy. Vulture's hard. I'm gonna take another turn. gonna fight you for 5. I'll recruit a sidekick and see how this goes. So I take another turn. I don't play another card from the villain deck. I increase the turn counter even though I don't care. This is awkward because I kind of want everything here on the right, other than the Wiccan card. I don't want to buy an officer since there's probably going to be getting a lot of Thorcore, but I've KO'd a lot of the Thorcore so far, so maybe I'm not going to be getting a lot of Thorcore. I feel like this isn't going very well. Okay, I may KO this wound to gain another wound. Seven attack. Okay, I can fight 2 things. I can fight a 4 and a 3. Do I want to KO or do I want to get this? I'm going to be taking tech and covert stuff on this side, so I kind of want this. So I'm going to fight this for 4. Fight. The player of your choice gains this here. I'm going to gain it, and then I'm going to fight this for 3. And I don't want that card on this side, but I have it, and it's never going away. Power Stone gets +1 attack for each other Infinity Stone in the city in our escape pile. Ambush each player without an Infinity Stone. Their victory pile gains a wound. I'm pretty sure. Oh, you have a Time Stone? How'd you get that? I can KO a hero from my hand or discard pile. Do I want to KO a officer to KO this wound? I think yes, I do. I will KO an officer to KO this wound. And I'll just buy another officer this turn. Still can't fight anything. Ambush. If the Soul Stone is in the city or escape pile, each player discards a card. No. If it's in a player's victory pile, that player draws 2 cards. No. Okay. I look at the top 2 cards of another player's deck. Without revealing them, I call one of them good and one of them bad. The player puts one of those cards into their discard pile and the other into your discard pile. I have playing single player, what do you call it, advantage here, so I just get to choose. This side gets this one, and this side gets this one, I guess. Five attack. You have Streets Conqueror 3, so you... Wait, do you get, like, double Streets Conqueror? Because there's 2 streets. It's a good question. Each player KOs one of their heroes. I like that. Okay, I'm gonna fight this for 5. Fight, each player KOs one of their heroes. 4 recruits. I kind of want all of these. This one first, I guess. Okay, do I what if here? I have a 2 in... I have a 2 in 13 chance of it triggering. I'm definitely healing the wounds. My question is, am I playing this first? That means I don't get this in the shuffle, which I'm probably fine with. Okay. I'm gonna try it. What if ranged? No, but I'm gonna discard it. And then I'm going to heal these wounds. If I didn't recruit any heroes or defeat any villains, I may KO all the wounds from my hand. Bystander. Five attack. Can't fight you, can fight you, can't fight you, can fight you. Okay, so I can fight one of these two. I'm gonna fight this one for 4. And then the next hero I recruit this turn has wall crawl. Gain this turn, that's even better. Draw one, or Sorcerer's Illusions helps me trigger these better. I'm gonna buy this and give it wall crawl. Okay, twist 5, play 2 cards from the villain deck. More wounds. Twist 6, play 2 cards from the villain deck. I'm gonna get rid of you just because you're harder to kill, and I need to KO something from the HQ. Probably gonna KO one of these. I'm gonna KO this one, which means this side gets this wound. Alright, my turn. See a rare, buy a rare. It is again one of them, right? One of the wounds, okay. I missed this escape effect. I couldn't recruit this card. I had 6 recruit. Please stand by. I'm going to buy this with my 6 recruit. And then I had 2 recruit left over to buy. Actually, I'm just going to buy this one. You take this wound back, and you get this wound instead. And then this side needs to discard a card with a recruit icon. And then this escapes. Same deal, each side discards a card with a recruit icon. And I need to KO something from the HQ. I'm going to KO this. Which means that this side gets this wound. I'm going to phase this card. I'm going to heal this wound. This has escaped, so I need to KO something from the HQ. I'm going to KO this, which means that this side gets this wound. It's good on both sides. Wow. Okay, if I what if here, and say Uatu, I'm going to have a 2 in 12 chance of it working, so I'm going to do that. What if Uatu? The Watcher. No. Six attack. Can't fight you. can fight you. Can fight you. That gives me Danger Sense 3, which if I'm lucky might let me fight this. Okay, gonna fight this for 6. Fight Danger Sense 3. Okay, it didn't, but this is good. I can stack this so that I can slow everything down a little bit. 1 recruit. To phase this card. Okay, I can have 6 attack, or I can have 6 attack and give this man at a time, or I can have 7 attack and not give this man at a time. 6 attack with man at a time is probably better. This is at 5. They give me wall crawl for the this that I'm going to buy, probably. Seven attack doesn't really help. Alright, 7 attack lets me fight these two. Okay, I'll do that. Play this first. And this 3 attack, and I get 1 more for each other tech hero I played this turn. Or, yeah, tech hero. 7 attack, I'm going to fight this for 4. Fight, I choose a player to gain it or I KO it. Do I want this? Do I want a 2 recruit card? Kinda. Let me get clairvoyance. Yeah, sure, you can have this. And then 3 attack, I'm going to fight this for 3. So I gain it as a hero, and this goes here. To buy this card for 2. Okay, I'm gonna buy Astral Projection. Give this to you. Just give out all the wounds. Why not? It's fine. Don't worry about it. Ambush. Turbine powered captures a bystander. Then move a villain to the rooftops. If there's already a villain there, swap them. Okay. Alright, here's the payoff for the Sorcerer Solutions. 2 attack, I can KO a card from my hand or discard pile, and if I do gain a new recruit, I'm going to KO the harder to kill wound. Gives me a new recruit. Then 2 attack, I'm going to KO this to gain a new recruit. And then I think I'm healing this turn. I'm healing or fighting a Thor core. I think healing is better in the long run, but it's kind of risky. Okay, what if ranged? Nope. I'm gonna fight this for 4 and give it to this side. I'm gonna recruit this for 4 and buy a sidekick. Twist 7, play 2 cards from the villain deck. Twist 8, all villains in both dimensions escape, and I lose. This is rough. I feel like I very underestimate Vulture. Like, you just get so many wounds. And the wounds just slow everything down so much. Kind of unlucky twist placement too, but I think it was mostly Vulture just being a pain in the ass. That's disappointing. I thought the Wiccan Uatu synergy could have been really strong. And I just couldn't get it to come together. Oh well. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.